but the other plan was to go to South America and like go to Dominican Republic and then kind of make our way down and go all the way through South America and Brazil, Argentina, Chile, all these places. So I want to do a backpacking trip there eventually. So we'll see if it happens in the next like 2 years. I feel like that's a good. It probably will.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, Lola. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great.
Such an honor to finally meet you. My name is Camila Morandé. I'm from CNN Chile. Hi, Gavin. Hi,
What's
Christopher.
up, Camila?
Hi,
How are you?
So glad to be talking here with both of you today. Season 3 picks up with a lot of emotional weight. When you first read the script, what was your gut reaction to where your characters, Jeremiah and Conrad, going emotionally at the start of this season?
I think I found some relief in that we get to see these characters in a new light and in a new space, like a new environment, geographically and sort of within the text.
Yeah.
They've had 4 years to grow and change, and that doesn't mean they're perfect, but it means they're evolved people from when we last saw them, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And I found some relief there.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I think there's a lot to look forward to in these characters. I feel like there's been a lot of growth and maturity and you know, especially season 3. I think you get that kind of time cut. You get to see like different versions of these characters that are a little more familiar with each other and independent and still working things out, but are still like they're figuring things out.
Yeah.
Gavin, Jeremiah has gone through some major growth. What kind of aspect of him this season did you find the most challenging or regarding to explore as an actor?
Oh man, great question. There's a lot of opportunities in this season for Jeremiah to step up and take responsibility and to really be mature in that way and to be an adult. And I think he does a really great job at it. And every now and then you'll see a little slip where you know he kind of goes back to his 17-year-old self and I feel like those are always kind of challenging because you're rooting for these characters. You want them to, you know, succeed and to be happy and getting to see them grow is probably is one of the most rewarding parts. But on the flip side of that, getting to see them revert back to a tendency that you know is unhealthy is like, oh man, like, you know, you just kind of feel for them and I think that's all I have to say.
Christopher, Conrad is known for holding things in. Do we see a different, like more vulnerable side of him this season that maybe surprised you, like even you as an actor?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I think he's been working hard to make change in his life, and those things don't come easily or quickly, but change does happen. And there are moments where you get to see him be more vulnerable than he has been. He's worked on breaking down some of those barriers to some success or less success, but yeah, and that was really exciting because I think that's what his arc has sort of been working towards, is the opportunity to be vulnerable. So super exciting.
Season 3 marks a pivotal turning point in the story. Without giving too much away, what can fans expect in terms of Belly's emotional journey this time?
I mean, I think they can expect, I think, a new side of Belly. Maybe she's 4 years older than when we last saw her. She's in college. She's been in a relationship with Jeremiah for a really long time now and has a new, I think, sense and understanding of love and of what she wants to do with her life, and has a new friends and is living away from home, and I think she's at a different point in her life than when we last saw her, and that's very exciting because it means, you know, new experiences and new, I don't know, feelings and people, and that's always fun to expand your character's world a little bit. Yeah. What do you think?
I would say season 2, Belly was a little bit adrift in trying to find her way.
Yeah.
She was still coming out of like her grief, and I think was struggling a bit with like what's next and her future. And so I think coming into season 3, she, I would say, has more confidence, I guess, in that it's been, you
it's
know,
nice that we open on
Yeah.
a like, you know, you see again, season 2 like was such a struggle for so many of the characters because of what they were going through.
Yeah.
And you open on a
it's like a little lighter,
more positive note, you know?
Your on-screen brother dynamic is so layered. Like, how has working together across 3 seasons shaped your off-screen friendship and your approach to the Fisher brothers bond?
You know, I think we got to grow a lot as friends throughout the years, which kind of,
We spent a lot of time together.
yeah, it made it easier to kind of jump into that brother dynamic.
Yeah.
And just more fun as well. Like you can tell in the scenes that there is like this unconditional love that's always going to be there, even though in the moment there's just a lot of feelings and things being stirred up in certain scenes. And but I think the base layer is this unconditional love for each other, and I think it's really fun because I think more the brotherly dynamic is more of what it is off of screen as well, and like we're just homies kicking it, and so it's kind of fun to like bring that to the screen and seeing how
Yeah.
people react. And
Also, having a brother is something, is something that makes both of these characters who they are, or contributes to who they are as people.
big time.
So whether the scene has anything to do with the other or not, that is still a part of who they are. And so I think just with time and with evolution of like, you know, living through these moments that these characters have had together,
Yeah.
and that it's helped sort of naturally build those layers and also build an understanding of comfort in working together and comfort in knowing that person exists in the characters' lives.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
So interesting. Well, talking a little about fan frenzy, Team Conrad versus Team Jeremiah. All is wild. Do you ever read fan theories or memes like from places like Latin America or Chile? Do you have any favorites?
I try and stay away from the discourse. I think it I'm really happy that people care about it so much. I really am. It's cool to be a part of that. It's cool to be a part of something that people watch and root for or root against. Like, I love it. Root for my character, root against the character. I think it can get a little volatile sometimes. So I choose to keep my hands
back
off the
out of
pot
it,
and let it happen. But I love that it exists. You know?
Yeah, I feel like Latin America is known for just big fan fiction or fan theory, like
People who
culture.
care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
culture cares
they're
a
just
lot
they
about it.
care so much about it. I feel like Latin America, more than a lot of populations, are very passionate about art, specifically film and music and things like that. And so it's cool to be able to be a part of a project that people are passionate about and are writing stuff about. But
Yeah.
we also know how it ends, so we don't we don't really need to read theories. So we typically stay away from those.
The show is huge here in Chile. Have you ever thought about visiting South America? Or would you
love
consider
to.
in the future a trip to Chile to meet your fans?
I would love to do a sort of South America trip. There are so many places that I want to see and so many cities and I want to visit. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't. I really want to see.
I have I did this a while. I went backpacking a while ago and kind of made a little loop around these countries that in Europe and in Asia that I wanted to go to. But the other plan was to go to South America and like go to Dominican Republic and then kind of make our way down and go all the way through South America and Brazil, Argentina, Chile, all these places. So I want to do a backpacking trip there eventually. So we'll see if it happens in the next like 2 years. I feel like that's a good. It probably will.
Amazing. We'll be waiting for you.
Jenny, you've adapted your own books for the screen. What's been the most surprising part of watching this whole story unfold and come to life?
Gosh, the most surprising part of adaptation, I think, is the ways that it's a living, breathing thing. I think the story is. And so, you know, when I directed an episode this season, and I wrote my script, but then every night I would still like look at it as I was preparing for the next day, and I felt like I was finding something new in it, you know, and like new thoughts and new ideas. And so it's really great. It's weird to be able to approach it like as its own like text and then be finding things and going, oh wow, like I didn't think of this connection or that connection, and then it just be this like, I think almost like uncovering fossils in a way where you're like brushing off the dust and then seeing like what's underneath this here. So that, I think that's fun to still be surprised by the story and surprised by performance and surprised by the way things come together. Even in post, a new idea would come to me in how to tell a story that was like a really kind of a last minute thing that I think really helped like clarify and crystallize things for me just like visually. So I think that's exciting.
What's one thing about working with Lola that fans of The Samurai Champloo don't know about and should?
Wow.
That's a good question. One thing I really respect about her process is that she feels comfortable like taking the space she needs to give the performance that she wants to give. Like she's comfortable stepping away for a second, collecting herself, and then doing it. A lot of like being on set can be hard. Like you're waiting for a long time, and then they're like, "All right, we gotta go." And she has comfortability in being like, "Okay, I'm ready. Just give me like 2 seconds," you know. And she'll step off and do it herself and take care of it.
Yeah, I also think she's fun to do scenes with. I think she is such a talented. She's just so talented at what she does, and it is really fun to do scenes with her. And you can kind of expect a more like playful. She's very like tactical in her choice making and things, and it's always really fun to do scenes with her in that way because you're expecting like you just know it's going to be good.
Which kind of personality traits have you learned from your characters and have applied them into your real work?
Oh man, I don't know about applied. I think I love Jeremiah's optimism, and you know he's just kind of a ray of sunshine, and that's you know I always try to be that in my own life and just with friends and family and things, and so it's just kind of who I am, kind of. So like it was just a very fun moment to bring that onto screen as well, and so I think it was kind of like vice versa, if that makes sense.
I admire how loyal Conrad is, and I think that there is stuff to be learned there. Like he is very passionate about the people he cares about, his friends, and I think on the other side of things, it's helped me appreciate the joys that I have in my life, because I think he doesn't always embellish in the joys in his life, and I think that's an important part of being alive. So
Nice.
two sides of that
Yeah.
coin.
Did you ever expect the series to become this big? When you wrote it, Jenny, and when you joined the project, Lola, was there a moment that made you go, wow, this is going to be a hit?
For me, I mean, I don't think you ever can know how big something's going to be or how successful something will be or if it will resonate with people. And I think I knew that when we were filming it, it felt special to me and I felt really excited about it. But I think that's all you can hope for, is that you feel proud of the work that you do and you feel connected to your cast and you feel like you told the story the best that you could. And all the other stuff, I mean, it's just like the cherry on top that people also love it. But you can, I mean, we had no clue what the reception would be, or to this extent, I guess. What about you?
I think it's such a gift. I mean, I would say I felt confident in what we were making because I was seeing every day like your beautiful performances, and I really felt like when I was first pitching the show, it was hard to find comparisons to it because I had something so specific in my mind, and it really was of a feeling that you get, a certain, I think, tender kind of like nostalgia for a moment, you know, and there's like a warm-heartedness and a coziness to the story amongst, it's because it's about family. It's about like family that you like are born into and then the family that you make, and the magic that they imbue into this special place. So to me, I think since I was having such a hard time finding the comps for it, I felt like it was going to hit on something that wasn't really available to people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to both of you. It was a pleasure. Have a nice
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye.